Welcome back. For Sticky Trigger, I'm Sean Fox. Today we're going to be taking stock of what we saw in the Gears of War 4 closed beta. Lasting from April 18th to May 1st, players had the chance to get a sneak peek at the new entry by Coalition Studios before the title's coming release on October 11th. During the closed beta, players sampled 3 maps, Dam, Foundation, and Harbor, along with 3 game modes, Team Deathmatch, Co-op Team Deathmatch against Hardcore AI, and the new Dodgeball mode, in which a player can only respawn if their team scores a kill against the opposing side, the mode ending when an entire team has been wiped out. While it was a limited selection, the beta did nevertheless provide a good insight for what to expect from the finished product's multiplayer gameplay, while also offering the traditional madness that is the myriad of unpredictable beta glitches.
That looks dead to me!
That is to say, we clearly have a Gears of War title aimed more towards the competitive esports market, especially with the introduction of tiers for match placement, ascending from bronze, then silver, gold, onyx, and diamond, thus earning it the nickname Tears of War. In addition, this also comes with a selection of bounty cards, which offers set challenges in exchange for different XP boosts. The nice thing about these is you only spend the cards once you successfully complete a challenge, so it's very familiar to rec packs for Halo fans, though slightly different. But what's the gameplay like? Well, it's very familiar ground for gearheads, but with a few new touches. Cover-based combat now features moves where you can pull your opponent over and stun them, though this also comes with a command prompt for the victim to try and counter the move, so you have to be careful. It's a fun little risk to throw in there. It also wouldn't be Gears of War without players defaulting to the Gnasher or sawed-off shotguns. Mostly the Gnasher. Actually, it's always the Gnasher. There's plenty of classic Gears combat with players using the active reload and hip firing at point-blank range mixed in with a lot of desperate dodging. However, Gears of War 4 does manage to mix things up through the use of a few familiar weapons like the long shot or the boom shot, which always makes people run in fear on sight or just flat out ruins their day. And sometimes, yeah. Moving along. The real star of the closed beta has been the brand new drop shot, a weapon which fires an explosive projectile and plants it before detonating at a range set by however long you hold the trigger for. The drop shot does a great job at generating space between you and your enemies and breaks up the chaos of close quarters mayhem that most matches typically degenerate into by making everyone scatter. Although that's not a comment on the map design, as Dam, Foundation, and Harbor all follow a formula that very clearly works. The maps are considerably large for 5v5 player battles, cover is placed wisely while also leaving plenty of open ground. Both these close quarters sections and open areas can very quickly go from offering sanctuary to blood spattering insanity at a moment's notice, and it's terrific. However, the thing the beta has me most excited for is actually the color design. Historically, Gears of War has been criticized over its very monochromatic color palettes, and these 3 maps seem to indicate a very noticeable shift in art direction in this respect. Don't get me wrong, it's still primarily gritty, industrial, and everything Gears of War needs to be, but there's a vibrancy here that's been missing for so long. It's easy to say the closed beta was simple, limited, and playing it safe, and you'd be right. But if there's one thing Coalition Studios knew when they started it, it's you've gotta give the people what they want. Speaking of which... yeah, that's just the best.